I got 7 o'clock.
Okay, well, let's call this meeting to order at 7 p.m. on July 1st with the pledge. Start with the pledge. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hey, everybody. Well, happy July 1st. We're coming up on, it won't be long. It'll be the 4th of July, where we have all of the fireworks, and hopefully everybody's careful and we don't catch anything on fire. We've got the cemetery all looking nice. The flags are out, and they did a good job mowing this week, and so everything should be pretty nice, pretty good.
Okay.
All right, roll call.
Mark Foltz,
Here.
Butch Griffith,
Here.
Troy Parmley here, Veronica Howard is absent, and Mark Frazier is absent.
Okay. The agenda. Is there any additions on that?
I don't have anything.
Okay. Agenda. Which make a motion to
Motion second.
I'll support it.
Okay, Troy. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, your minutes of June 3rd.
And we also have the June 16th special meeting minutes too. We can do them both at the same time.
Okay, and that was June, what was it?
16th.
16th, and that was at 9 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, 9 a.m.
I will make a motion that we approve the June 3rd and the June 16th minutes as presented.
I'll second.
Butch will second it. All in favor? Yes.
Aye.
All right, moving right along, public comments once. Okay. Do we have a sheriff's report, Troy?
We do not have a sheriff's report. It's just the first.
It's
and
early.
That's normal.
It's early. And CISA,
CISA,
okay.
we have the 2 new ambulances that are coming courtesy of a state appropriations. The money came for them, so they should be here any day. I know they've been in Grand Ledge getting final work, but the payment, the check from the governor came Monday. So
Great. So they're in Lansing, they're in West Lansing?
yeah, so they'll be here soon. Other than that, everything's
All
going
right.
along okay.
Our DDA will meet July 15th. The only thing about the DDA that I wanted to share was the fact that, where my notes are, is that we had groundbreaking, and it's on Lansing Road near the Alcester repair shop, and it was wide, a lot of people there from our area, including a couple of our DDA members, and also one of the board members for the county, whose wife works for the cabinet shop. So she's one of the design people there. And she used to work at the one in Langsburg. They're closing that one and it'll be developed here. But it was a good write-up in the Argus, so that went well. And they're doing construction on it already. The verticals are up, the boards are up, and it's starting, the construction's starting. And also the other one on Chris Morris down on Rose Boulevard is progressing along. It hopes to be open early next year, I believe. Their meeting is July 15th at 6:30, the DDA. Zoning.
Zoning, the report AGS came, they processed 4 zoning permits last month. So 2 were those 2 new homes on M52 between Church and Winnegar Road, and then there was the zoning permit for the pond and the gate at the place on Beardsley Road. Okay. And then they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 enforcement visits they made.
They were pretty busy. Busy. Okay. Commissioner's not present. The library, any report on that?
Nope.
No. No report on the library. Okay. The I-69 trade court.
No meeting.
None. No meeting. SEDP.
That's Mark, we don't know.
The only thing we know is that later we've got a bill to pay.
Yeah.
For that.
We don't know any details.
But, and the Planning Commission, they did meet on June 18th,
18.
June 18th, and it was a long meeting, wasn't it, Beth?
Yes.
Couple hours.
Yeah, hour 45.
Yeah. And some of it had to do with a permit that regarding some solar installations.
Yes,
south end
most of
52.
our meeting was taken up looking at proposed changes in the zoning ordinance. We're trying to get all of the changes we can think of in one public hearing. So it's going to take us a while to get it all organized, but there's several things that need to be.
Yeah, you had what, 6 or
Refined.
7 outlined there.
Oh yeah, big issues, and the biggest ones we haven't dealt with yet.
Yeah.
I also told the commission that Pivot Energy had withdrawn their application for rezoning on Beard Road for the solar energy project.
And the reason for that is we did have a special meeting that we approved the minutes on. And
Right,
in
on
a
the
special meeting,
16th.
we voted to go ahead and have our AGS contract person to go ahead and proceed with information. to
Process
them
the application,
That they
right.
could, that the application would move forward.
We told them to go ahead and process it, and then they sent us an email saying that they're gonna put it on pause, so
Yeah.
that's all we know.
That's where.
Yeah, we don't know
that's where
anything
that-
else.
That's where that's at. Anything else, Beth?
Not major, no.
Well, there was a new person that we had some information on. And,
Well, yes,
and that new
right, which you're
person-
gonna talk about tonight, Nick Miller, who has said he'd be interested in serving on the commission. Because we only have 6 of our 7 members at the moment,
Sure.
since Walt has moved and had to resign.
And he's a business person, so that's good. Okay. Troy, we're back on now on the financial report to pay the bills.
All right, you've got your bills list in front of you. So this would normally be a month when we get a revenue sharing check, but being today's the first, it wasn't in the mail today, so.
Checks in the mail.
Well, it usually comes on the first or the second, it wasn't in today's mail, so, I don't know what that amount was, and we'll probably know it next week. We did get our Metro Act money, which involves telecommunications using the road right-of-ways, and those funds, we have to spend them on roads, and that's what we do spend it on. But that was $12,000,
Was
which
it?
has gone up significantly.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. Cool.
Other than that, our bills was very normal. We did buy, there's a fairly significant postal increase going into effect next month, so we bought enough postage to cover the summer and winter taxes and the elections, the ones that we have to pay for ahead of time. So.
And we did have, as far as the absentee ballots, there was pretty close to 1,000. There was a lot of absentee ballots that went out. A lot of them, the Village of Morris, as well as the Township, Perry Township. Those went out last Friday, and then Troy, your bills for the taxes for the period went out Monday, which was just, I guess, 2 days ago. All right.
I make a motion that we pay the
All right, I'll
bills.
second that motion for Troy. Pay the bills. Butch. Roll call vote. Butch?
Yes.
Okay. Troy?
Yes.
Mark, yes. Pay the bills. Correspondence.
All right, correspondence, we got a notice from the drain office that they're going to be doing some brush spraying on the Hasford drain, which is kind of straight south of us here. And a notice from Eagle involving, there's going to permit the AT&T is putting in a fiber line that doesn't show the exact route, but it's either got to be I-69 or Lansing Road, and that they were approved the permit for. Do you have anything, Mark?
The only thing I had was that we did have as far as correspondence, we had an election commission meeting June 23rd here at the hall. That was just to certify the workers accepted for the August primary.
Yeah, and we did have, what did I just do with it? We did get a letter yesterday from the state that we were approved to participate in the Michigan Fire Insurance Withholding Program that we did last month, and that will start August 1st.
Okay, next month.
We should make sure AGS knows. We should make sure AGS knows that we've been approved.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it doesn't start till August 1st.
Right.
sure we'll have time. And the only thing I just want to mention is, down 52, there was a church down there. There's no church in there anymore, but we did send a letter of information to that company, the owner of the land, that they can't be having a business like selling coffee out of a trailer there, or, it's a church, it was a church, and so it's ag property. You can't be having a business in the building if it's a church, and so that letter comes, so, okay. That's about it, Troy, huh?
Mhm.
Butch?
Yep.
CISA.
No, we've already done that.
That was just CISA, okay, and the SCOA, that was a June newsletter.
Yeah.
Recycling, what was that? Oh,
I don't know.
That's
It wasn't in the
on
folder.
the desk, there was a thing on recycling. And then, public comments number 2. No, okay. Lawn care, that's unfinished from last, and Butch and I and Troy talked about the fact that it's a 3-year agreement and it doesn't end until 2027, and the rates are automatically going to go up in 2027. So it's all listed here. There's nothing else in here that tells us that we should be able to raise them. So if it's a moot point.
You were gonna talk to him, weren't you?
And I talked to him, and I told him. He understands. Yeah, I did. Okay. So that's that. SCDP pledge, Troy.
All right, so our pledge to the Shiawassee Economic Development Partnership, which is based off $1 per resident. Yeah, right. And that renews every year in July, and our agreement, we signed a 5-year pledge, but we vote to approve it every year. So we just need to affirm that.
How much was it?
$3,556. And so I will make a motion that we approve the pledge.
Okay.
Second.
Butch will second that, and roll call vote. Butch?
Yes.
Mark, yes. Troy?
Yes.
Okay. Approved. Office electrical?
Okay, so, the way we have the desks set in there, we changed around during COVID, and since we've left it that way. And so, my deputy treasurer's desk is kind of in the middle, and, we have just for the phone, we have, the wire hanging down from the ceiling, which was fine temporarily, but it's been there 6 years now. And then we have, to get power, we have that rug, which some people struggle with. So anyway, we need to just, drop a service down from the ceiling. And so I talked to Steve Darling about that, and he was confident we could do it for about $500.
Not to exceed 500?
So, but I'd like to do a not to exceed
600.
700.
Not to, okay, I'll make that motion.
Just to get that cleaned up a little bit.
You know what we're talking about, Butch?
Yeah.
Okay, you want a second?
Second.
Second, Butch. Okay, roll call vote. Troy?
Yes.
Okay, Butch?
Yes.
Mark, yes. Okay. Planning Commission appointment.
Okay, so this is where we had, this is for our vacancy on the planning commission from when Walt Saxton resigned. And there's this gentleman, Nick Miller, who lives on Beard Road, who was interested. And I know you and Beth interviewed him, so you guys want to say anything about it?
Go ahead.
And I'm going to go look and see for sure when Walt's term expires, so talk away.
You're taking notes.
One of the members, a new member, Tim Bontrager, actually talked to him, his neighbor.
Recommended
and
him.
He's expressed interest. He is a contract plumber, and he does work business, people's homes, businesses, and he has an interesting name. It's called Nick's Plumbing. Okay, and so he works out his home, and his wife, he has some kids at home, and they're homeschooled, live at home, they're on Beard Road, so not far from us, but he expressed interest in, what was your thought, Beth?
Well, yes, he's a lifelong resident of the township, grew up on Roos Road, actually, and so he knows, he knows a lot of people around here, and knows the general area. He seemed to be concerned that we maintain our rural character, which is what our master plan calls for. And I'm not sure exactly how old he is, but I think he's in his 30s, so it's kind of nice to get some younger people
30, yeah.
involved.
Yeah.
So I think he'd be a good fit.
This is my background in government, or it's not in government or planning, I'm a tradesman. And every day I work with homeowners, contractors, local businesses, and tend to look at things from a practical, common sense perspective, and understand decisions made can affect our community for years to come. I'm glad to do my part. So, yeah, with that.
So, Walt's term expired next March anyway, so it'd be to fill this term. So I will make a motion that we appoint Nick Miller to the Planning Commission for a term to expire 3/31 of '27.
3/31 of '27?
Yeah.
Okay. Troy?
Second.
Butch, second. You roll call?
Yep.
Roll call vote. Okay, Butch?
Yes.
Troy?
Yes.
Mark, yes. Okay. All right, perfect.
Okay, so the other planning commission spot is the township board representative to the planning commission. So Mark Frazier has been the one that has filled that, and for those that notice, he hasn't been here for a couple of months. Mark has had some medical issues that he appears to be getting better on, but I don't know how much longer he's going to be out. I would imagine at least another month, maybe longer, provided there's no setbacks or anything. So the rep to the township board rep to the planning commission has to be one person, and it can't be the supervisor.
Exactly.
So there's no provisions at all for alternates or anything to the planning commission, but we've been super tight on quorums, and we've had meetings we've had to cancel in the past without quorums, and with our own zoning, we can't do that. So
We talked to Butch.
Mark and I talked to Butch, and so what we would be doing is replacing Mark as the township board rep to the planning commission with Butch, and then provided Mark is able to come, when and if he's able to come back, then we can, revisit it and change it back around. But he does have, the person doing that, we can't just put somebody in to fill, and they have to be that person. So I will make a motion that we replace Mark Frazier with Francis Griffith as the township board rep to the planning commission, effective immediately.
And I'll second that motion for Butch. Okay, and you need a roll call vote?
We sure do.
Okay, another roll call vote. Okay, Troy?
Yes.
Mark, yes. Butch?
Yes.
Yes, okay. It's unanimous. I did not twist his arm.
Not very hard.
No. Okay, July border review, and that's for, basically for errors in, could be math or whatever, or it could be just different errors that exist, and there's 4 or 5 of them. And so our board review is July 21st, and that is a Tuesday at 10 a.m. And so that will be that day. That will be that day. And I believe that's it for our new business, Troy. Which, any more public comments? Job well done. 4th of July, let the fireworks begin, huh?
Yes.
Okay, all right. What time is it to adjourn?
7:18.
Motion to adjourn.
7:18.
7:18. Troy made the motion, and
Second.
Butch seconded the motion to adjourn. All in favor?
Bye.
Aye.
Okay.